Hey guys, welcome back to World Mechanics. In today's video guys, we'll show you how to remove and replace water pump on Kia Forte guys with a 1.8 engine. This one could be very helpful procedure for Kia, so as well, I can't stop laughing dropping the tools here. So, we have more than 200 videos taking this whole car apart guys. Engine will be taken apart. So please subscribe. If you need anything, just drop a comment below. We'll try to make as many videos as we can and answer as many questions as we can. So let's go ahead and start on it now. So first we need to go ahead and drain the coolant. You have to do that when the car is cold. Let it sit overnight, so make sure that you don't burn yourself, don't burn on hot coolant, and also wear gloves. So let's start on that now. You do not have to remove the air filter box. I removed it so I can stick my camera and show you where the drain plug is located. So you can see facing the front left side of the vehicle, on the radiator, that thing down there, that white thing, this is guys the drain plug. You can see this is the radiator drain plug. We'll need to get that one loose by hand, turning it counterclockwise so we can drain the coolant. Okay, so you can reach the drain plug from underneath the car, but since we have the airbox removed, we do it from here. Okay, we turn it. We're going to go ahead and turn it counterclockwise, okay, to get it loose. And coolant will start draining. Okay, you can see, but now next step, we need to open the radiator cap. And when you open the cap, the coolant will start draining faster. You can see how green that coolant is, extremely like dark green. This is the Kia coolant guys. Kia, Hyundai, they use that coolant type. And we'll let it drain. Okay, so we can go ahead and close it now. We drain the whole thing. I would recommend not to touch it with your fingers. Always use gloves because coolant is poisonous. It's not good for your skin as well. You just get it tight by hand. Make sure you don't use any tools to break it. Okay, you can see. And let me show you. Okay, how much we got out of it. Okay, just a little bit over a gallon because we spilled a little bit. So what we are going to do next guys, okay, this is the water pump pulley. You can see over here it has 4 bolts. These 4 bolts will need to be removed later. Okay, so we can access all the bolts for the water pump. But the trick about that is you have to do it now. You have to break them loose while you have the belt installed. Otherwise you will not be able to break them loose. So we'll do that first. So we will use a 10mm offset box wrench to do that. Okay, so we can go ahead and remove them now. You can see the ones on the bottom are hard to get to sometimes, but once you get them loose, okay, perfect. After that we will have to remove the belt. In order to remove it, we'll have to get the manual tensioner loose, so stay with us and we'll show you how to do that now. So we'll need a 14mm socket. We'll need to get that bolt loose. Do not remove it. Perfect. Next, we're going to use a 12mm. There is 1 bolt on the side of the tensioner there. You just get it loose, about 1 or 2 revolutions. Next, on top with the same 12, we'll start getting the bolt loose. And the alternator will start dropping down and the belt will get loose. So you can see the alternator will start dropping down, yeah, and that way the belt will get loose and we'll be able to remove it. So we can remove the belt from the water pump pulley now. That's where you remove it first. You slide it out of there to the side. Okay, and you can just pull the whole belt out of the way. So now we're going to go ahead and remove the 4 bolts that hold the water pump pulley to the water pump. That way we'll be able to reach the bolts for the water pump with the same 10mm that we got loose earlier. Okay, you can see one of the bolts is out. That's what they look like. So this is the last bolt. Okay. Let's see if we'll be able to slide the pulley out. So now guys, we have a problem. We cannot get the pulley out. You can still remove the water pump and reach the bolts one by one, but we will not be able to show you as good. So if you run into that situation where you need a little bit more room, what we will do, we'll support the engine from the bottom and we'll remove the engine mount on top so we can raise the engine a little bit. You'll see what I'm talking about. That way we'll gain more room and we'll be able to pull the pulley out of the way. So this is the jack right here with a wood bog. You can see guys, you have to use a wood bog, big wood bog, that way you will not punch a hole in the oil pan, because if you just put the jack you'll punch a hole in the oil pan and that could be expensive. After that we're going to remove the top engine mount so we can proceed. We have 3 nuts and 1 bolt, 17mm socket. You have to be careful for the engine not to drop before you remove the last one, when you remove the last nut, because if it's not jacked up enough it will try to drop down. We'll go ahead and remove that engine mount so it's not in the way and we can show you better as well. Okay, it's coming out now. Perfect. Next, one person will go to jack the engine up a little bit. Okay, you cannot go too much, but a little bit will do the work. Okay, like that. So we can see, move the engine a little bit, careful not to drop it. The pulley came out, and this is your water pump right here. Once we remove it, we'll show you exactly how many bolts and where they are located. There is one on the bottom side of the pulley, should be only one there. Now you have to be extra cautious, extra careful for the engine not to drop on your hand, so make sure it's securely bolted on the bottom. Use jack stands as well to support it, because there is no engine mount and if it fails it's going to smash your hand. So this is just the way we do it, doesn't mean that it's the correct way. Last bolt. After that last bolt, the pump should be loose, guys, and we shouldn't have anything else holding it, so we'll try to remove it. Okay, gently, just there should be two glides. Okay, yeah, this is it. This is the pump, guys, this is the gasket. Always put a new gasket when you install a new pump, don't forget to do that. Okay, stay with us to show you how we're going to install it now. So we'll be ready to install the new pump, guys. If you need to get a new pump or you're trying to see where we got ours from, you can find the link in the description of the video underneath. So please check it out if you need anything. So let's go ahead and put it together now. Don't forget to put a new gasket as well, every time. Next, we'll be installing the bolts, guys. 5 bolts, just the ones that we removed. We need to install them now. Everything will be in reverse order that we took apart, and we'll get them tight. So for that job you need a torque wrench. We'll have this one listed in the description of the video below, so you can see where we got ours from. Now there is different units for torque, so if you use Newton meters it will be 9.8 to 11.8. In our case we'll be using inch per pound, which means it's equivalent to 87 to 104 inch per pound. So that's what we'll be using, guys. We'll set ours at about 100. 104 is the maximum, so we'll go to 100. So you'll see the torque wrench handle will move when it reaches that optimum torque. Okay. So you can see now my handle is loose. Okay, I mean it gets loose when it reaches the torque that we set it to. Okay, and the bottom doesn't move, so that's how it should be. You should be careful not to go after that, because you can still actually push on the handle, but once it moves like that, it means it's done. After that we'll switch, okay, to this one right here. Perfect. Now we'll do one of the top ones. Okay, after that it's hard to get to, but we'll have to do the bottom one before we proceed with the next one. Okay, perfect. Now we have one more, guys, that we need to do, and at the end, stay with us, we'll show you what else we need to do. Okay, just like that. So it's very important to go one more time, one more round, to make sure that everything's tight. So we'll start with the bottom one. Okay, this one is great. Let's do now, we'll do them in order the second time. You don't have to go like a cross pattern. Okay, check this thing out, perfect. 3 more to go. Great, 2, and the last one here. So next we'll be installing the pulley for the, you can see here, for the water pump. Okay, and once we do that, guys, okay, you will have to get the bolts tied by hand, and you need to install the belt, and once you install the belt you can torque down the bolts for the pulley. They will need to be the same specs as the water pump that we did, 9.8 to 11.8 Newton meters. You have to put coolant in your system, bleed the cooling system. We'll have the video on the channel. If you need help with that, let us know, and you'll be able to find the videos under our channel, guys. So no need to waste your time from now on. Thank you for watching, guys. Please subscribe, and many more videos to come.